Here's your Ny'Alotha dailies. Have fun doing those.
Am
I'd fun
peste
boosting Shadow
900
last
din
night.
fiecare.
Boosting?
Yeah, he needed my help because his damage was so low, so he needed me help to get him a key.
19. Ok.
Așa mă, deci
Yeah, meanwhile,
practic ce s-a
weapon being the
întâmplat
proper healer for Mikey.
e că am vrut să plătesc contul, știi?
Fucking
Că mi s-a închis contul.
Why did you...
Și am băgat cardul, mi-a luat banii și nu mi-a băgat game time.
He said proper healer.
Yay!
Și o zi întreagă m-am contrazis cu ei. O zi întreagă m-am contrazis cu ei că ori să-mi dea banii înapoi, ori să-mi dea în până mea luna.
1 minute or two.
Până la urmă mi-a dat banii înapoi.
You logged off.
Oh.
Yeah, it was like
Oh, is that the King's Rest?
De ce ți-ar fi dat luna, nu?
Păi,
No, we did the underrot before that.
why make things easy?
Nope, I don't remember last night at all.
Gee, sounds a bit familiar, nu știu de ce.
Fix ce pățești tu.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the DCing every 2
That was the other one.
Yeah. Fuck him. With the rake.
Okay, things on Beyond hurt really hard. What the fuck?
I mean, why would you even go that high on a tank?
Because I want to, and I want more tentacles.
Localized sanitation prior to anchor deployment.
Well, technically I can get up to 1 ship.
You have to clear out any beasties so that the anchor can be placed.
No, crap,
Once you
stai
have
că
them
am
all
uitat să
set,
primim mâncare.
we'll take the fight to Ny'Alotha. I need to get closer.
Do you also get more damage?
Who else get what, sorry?
More damage?
No, that was just all the bolts syncing up against me.
Okay.
I'm not that high, I'm only like 15 points.
Fear incoming.
You need 10.
Da, mie mi-a ajuns un singur fel că cum e 60.
De cum era 60 plus?
Nope.
Nope, thank you!
N-am des... E prea mare cooldown-ul pe tape-ul ăla.
This shit happened.
Am zis că e amuzant, pentru că propriu e orice face, știi, nu doar când ataci. Și aveam momente când îmi vedeam ceva, mâncam mâncare, vedeam rahat, spawnam moda aia și începea să mă arăt.
From beyond,
Yeah.
Trebuie să ajung la 100 să ne zici cum e.
Bă, nu,
80 plus.
nu cred că o să ajung. Bine, mai trebuie unul, am de unde să scot teoretic, doar să văd ce se întâmplă, știi, când am 80 plus.
Păi ăla, Inevitable Doom și ți-ai mai puțin healing cu 50% și ți-ai mai mult damage cu 50%. Pe lângă toate celelalte efecte.
Este, da, inevitabil.
Și când ăsta și când îți activează unul, îți activează toate. Adică îți activează și Think From Beyond și ăsta și ochiul și slow. Masiv.
I need to send some food and stuff to my character, so be right back a minute.
So basically non-functional dacă faci chestia asta, nu știu înțeleg.
Shadow, get my thing,
Yeah.
go beyond. Paralyze it!
Căcatul din vecini. The Thing From Beyond. Bă. Da, și mi-mi place focul de la Cloak. Ai văzut și mișto arată acum Cloak, by the way?
I'm
Nu,
not getting the things beyond
permanently
anywhere near as much
transmoged
as I
off.
thought I would.
Ia vezi.
O să mă uit. Văd ce e așa șmecher.
Dar străi așa frumos.
Ah, și l-au scurtat iar, evident.
L-am gustat,
Don't
nu
pull them
l-am
open
scurtat.
pillar, please. So we only have one healer on each boost.
Țin minte, Vaca, la un moment dat îmi trecea de fund, ca să zic așa.
I will learn to speak eventually. Just maybe not tonight.
What language?
I'm
I
back.
don't know, English seems hard. I might try something else. Yeah, well, try Greek.
That's what she said.
You seem to
Deci,
be
ceva mi se pare bug la recunoaștere.
I'll learn that back in Neon.
Am momente în care dau less speed cu el, procuie 4 de damage. Se resetează cooldown-ul la 0 în loc de 4.
Don't they speak English?
La 0 în loc de 4? Da. Îmi dă full cooldown în loc de...
I mean, they had a song that was in the charts, and
Poate mi se secundă.
Am momente în care mi-mi dă full...
Anchor point detected.
Da, dar după aia ți-l lăsat, după aia ți-l
that technical
lăsat, am
damage
văzut
is
și chestia asta.
disgusting.
Recommendation. Proceed with caution.
Auzi că e un pic bug, că ți se activează și devine slowly... Bă, poți să dai acum la 70%, știi?
Bine, și asta.
Ai remarcat și asta, nu?
Am 3 de
Da, și eu!
Ales că am murit ca ora care îmi zice asta, știi, ca să fie...
Insolence only prolongs your age. You will break. Carve out your defiant tongue. Likely vanish. Azeroth's champions will be the ones
Keep our background, sorry. Try and get the shadow manager at the back.
Release me! Only I possess the means of defeating Ny'Alotha.
Iar full cooldown-ul ăla acolo. Iar full cooldown-ul ăla. Și am reset-ul bios când moare ținta.
Da, dacă mă arăți în interval, deși n-ar trebui, teoretic. Eu m-am dus pe Warrior, pe Warrior e cel mai simplu de folosit. Ți-ai intrat executat, pe și cu ăla.
Who would like to play football this evening?
It's too far away.
Ăla eu, ăla eu?
I mean...
I'm pretty sure it's just 2 groups of 10 man, but I don't actually know. See, it might be 3. I don't know where the break point is. We're going to go 2 for a start, because I'm pretty sure they wouldn't do 3 for 10 man. That's way too many people.
Yeah.
Well, we have 6 DPS, so all the DPS can go in.
Interesting.
Ei, sunt în grupul 3, sunt pe stream-ul care reabilitam.
Which one, or all 3?
I actually don't think I have any of those. It doesn't say that I have.
We have a winner. We have a winner then.
I don't have the cat.
I have 3 cats.
Where are those from? Oh no, my missions.
Or if you leave them, yeah. There's also one for completing everything, but that's not.
I've been lucky with everything else except actual corrupted items. I got a shit ton of pets.
Yay.
Right, very, very quickly, Group 3 and 4 are doing the groups. Group 3 you're going in first, Group 4 you're going in second. When she does Void Ritual, 3 portals will appear around the boss. 1 left, 1 right, 1 behind. I am now the boss. If Group 3 can stand on 1 portal each, so you know which portal you are taking. Easy, look at it, remember it. Group 4, don't do exactly the same.
Mă dă un pic peste cap.
I understand that I'm speaking quite fast today. If anybody doesn't understand anything, please say. If you fuck up the mechanic, we do die in this fight. Who we got? Chupa, can you hear us on Discord?
You do not care about the Discord. Mă cam văd acolo.
Chupa, do you see the raid marks on the floor? Fantastic. The boss will spawn 3 of them. It'll be the second set that you have to go in. It'll be every other set. Look at the markers. You see Shadow and Eva on marks in your group. You have 1 mark left. Go and stand on your mark. It's the green one. Chupa, can you move to the green mark, please?
I'm back.
Green.
Back.
If you are colorblind or have vision issues, say now, as I can change things. I don't mind. So, Chupa, fantastic. There will be portals that come down in this phase of the fight. When Group 4 is called, you will need to go to that portal on the boss. So I am the boss. You will see that if you're looking at the boss, you are taking either her right, or if you're looking at the boss, the left portal. Portals are going to spawn like this. That's going to be the portal you're going to have to go in. So whichever way that you will remember that portal, remember that portal. If you don't go in it, be white. This boss, I think, has an 11-minute enrage. DPS is really not an issue. All we have to do is get the football down. Does everybody understand in Group 3 and 4 the portals?
Da, care-i faza cu făcămă de câte dacă failuim?
I have a small mention. I will completely ignore the boss's facing direction. So if I chose to sit on the right side, I will be on the right side of the map, not of the boss. Because I think last time we got confused and 2 people stood in the same spot. Ce întrebai cu faza?
Hey, what do you mean?
Dacă
Sorry.
failuim ăla ce facem?
This whole exercise implies that we are also taking into account the boss's facing direction, which is really hectic in a fight.
But it literally doesn't matter. It's literally left, right, and middle.
Yeah, but I'm saying
So-
people should be a bit more aware, and if there's 2 of us on the same mark, just move to another one.
Yes, that is ideal, but people weren't doing that, so we're going to have to assign portals. Yes, if you can move, try and remember the portal you're on. It's pretty easy, the one in the middle, which is furthest back, just use whichever way you remember your mark. Unfortunately, try not to remember it from the rotation of the map, as the boss might not be facing the cardinal direction, and it might be a bit obscure or at an angle, so it might end up being a bit iffy. Yeah, I can explain the actual portal once you go in there afterwards. It's fairly simple, but it will take a few tries to get used to. You can't really get used to it until you try, unfortunately, so we're going to wipe a few times.
Dacă failuim, sau dacă failuim fotbalul, ce se întâmplă? Adică dacă nu ajunge vila, dacă să zicem...
Important thing to
Face
understand,
bom.
everyone understands which portal they're going in.
It
before we
goes
start.
kaboom! Dă un aer destul de mare. Prima nu e așa de nașpa, dar doar dacă e ratată, murim.
So, shameless plug, I'm literally going to steal an image from Wowhead. When a port...
Așa mă, deci mi-am vorbit cu ăștia și se pare că în momentul în care plătești WoW trebuie să ai bani pentru 2 luni.
There are two portals, as you can see them.
Pentru că îți ia odată îți șarge 12,99
where the goal will be.
Da, strânge
And the other one
12,99.
looks like a chaotic
The
mess.
test.
That will be where the ball spawns from.
și după aia, și pe aia ți deblochează
The idea
într-unul
is to get
până
the
la
ball
3
from
zile
one side to the
lucrătoare.
other.
Și îți mai au dată 12,99 which is the actual payment. Asta scrie în tichetul meu de customer care acum, de la al 3.
Point yourself in the direction which you are facing and just walk into the orb or wait for it to hit you, and that's the direction.
Asta mi se pare absolut
You
stupid.
don't have to run into it in a certain
Este absolut
direction.
stupid și it's a fucking
back
lie.
into it and get it
Și
forward.
îți zic asta din
Important thing
experiență
is it goes
proprie,
the
pentru
direction
că
you
fix
are facing.
13 euro am avut, sau 14, o chestie
Păi
de
asta
genul
am
ăsta.
făcut și eu, am
Nu la
avut
26.
70 de lei,
Every time you hit a ball, you
mi-a
get
luat
buffed for 6
62,
seconds.
a încercat
Stacks to
să-mi ia a
5,
doua
you die.
oară, n-a reușit a doua oră să-mi ia și nu mi-a activat contul.
Nu, înseamnă că sunt retardați și cine ți-a dat chestia aia poți să dai înapoi și să zici ok, vreau un moment ăsta să facă formula complet pentru că ce mi-ai zis este un căcat. Nu este adevărat.
And one guy to stay at the end, intercepting it and facing towards the portal. It's going to be a game you guys.
După raid să-mi aduce aminte să-ți fac
If
screenshot să
someone
vezi.
wishes to use a
I
movement to
don't
either
care
solo
about
it,
asta,
such as a
zic că
monk
este
or demon hunter,
provably
go for it.
untrue,
If
pula
not,
mea, ți-a zis
just
un
talk yourself to get
căcat.
used to it. We're basically learning a minigame.
Poate au băgat-o de curând. Da,
I doubt it, că am avut acum 2 luni o
Does
problemă
anybody have
similară
any
și,
questions
mă rog,
in
similară.
Of the
Mi
actual
se
portal
pare
and
borderline
football phase.
illegal, ca să zic așa.
Este illegal. Este absolut
Okay,
100%
that's pretty
illegal
much
să
the
faci
entire
chestia asta,
fight.
în primul rând. Și în
The
al
only
doilea
other
rând,
thing is we get a debuff which
ei
people
nu
run
fac
away
decât asta.
from when I find out.
Well,
link
they
it.
do! Aha!
No, they fucking don't, în pula mea!
So like, we're just gonna all together run as a group and just run.
Că dacă
around the
fac
group.
căcatul ăsta,
So
poți să dai
go
pe
for
de
the raid,
pământ
everyone
în
should be where
pula
the
mea
boss
de
is
le
now,
sar
for example,
ochii.
and we'll just run down here together so that everyone keep up time on the boss. That's literally it. Apart from that, it's dodge black stuff on the floor. It's all football.
Ce dropa ăsta? Ah, tormentină ceva.
This one, you're struggling.
Și un belt.
It's only for people in the realm.
Putting down cauldron.
Is
So
that
in That's the 2 straight lines, yeah.
I was gonna say, is that the aiming one or is that the mini game one? 'Cause there is a weak aura which people can use to practice outside of raid if they like. I don't know how they created the game in a week, but they have.
No, it's just it's a helper.
Oh,
Not
nice.
a minigame.
Think,
Haven't
think,
used
think.
it.
What the hell is this? Think,
I
think,
haven't
think.
used it yet.
Ca să nu mai
but,
vede faptul că poți să-ți cumperi pur și simplu ăsta, poți să-ți cumperi pur și simplu
Also in
one month of game time.
Right. Last time again. Does anyone in group 3 or 4 have any questions? If you do, say now, and I can try explain it in a slower term. I understand I'm speaking very quickly at the moment because I'm eager to start putting this boss as we now only have 2 hours left.
Yeah, what is the purpose of life?
42.
What happens
Wonderful.
to Ajara after we kill Janash?
42.
You'll see when you kill Zenesh. She is not an extra phase of the boss. The boss dies when Zenesh hits 0, if that's what you're wondering.
I'm not
Um,
wondering that.
Who summons Slanesh over here?
Who summons her? She's standing there.
Is it a FIFA regulation football we're using?
Yes, it's pumped up to 24 PSI.
Okay, I'm done wasting time, so let's so okay, I can
The tactics.
Latlan, for future reference, stop using dragon dildos, you're summoning Slanesh.
5, 4, 2, 1. Outright the
fucking hell.
screams from your flesh.
Să voi să-l puteți de față. Pentru Andrei.
It's uploading in the box.
Literally, I mean fucking literally, motherfucker God into existence.
move away from these pillars, they slow you and you're not. The ball cannot hit them when they put them.
Ultima dată...
7 seconds, try and move away from the pillars, so we can get to the portals. Group 3, this is your portal, everyone in group 3.
The void is mine to command!
Am uitat care era aici, asta e.
Job. Look where the ball is going. No contact with it. We go to the other side and see where the ball is. We nearly did it. Move away to the other side now. Keep going. The orange circle, if you're outside of it, you shouldn't be lethal damage. We do need to move away to reduce the damage you take.
Cred că era din buffer.
Waiting for it to be safe.
Darkness, come forth! Obelisks of shadow, 2, 1.
So move from these pillars, the ball is going to come in, give you some dodge the black stuff. Solve the players coming in 5 seconds, so as a raid afterwards. Try and find the boss, it seems to be the other side, which has the debuffs.
I'm out of range.
Right, Void Ritual in 8 seconds. Group 4, get ready to go in.
4, 3, 2, 1. The void is mine to command!
The left one that's not so quite, good job.
Darkness, come forth!
Look at where the portals are. Make sure the ball does not go towards the pillar. The ball showed towards the centre. But the ball's coming towards the boss this way, so let's they changed direction. Never mind.
Bum. Și asta se întâmplă.
Am înțeles, ok. That was painful.
And that is literally the fight. Every time you fail the orb, fail the ball, the next one does 150% increased damage. So it's basically we fail 2 and we wipe.
I have many lucky do's you like.
Paca, paca.
Wait, that's făcut.
Ăsta e oricum destul de ușor după ce se învață lumea cu bila.
Wait, what?
Restul sunt mai infecții.
He still stunned himself.
Okay. Sure, why not?
Congrats.
Wanna
Is that-
buy?
How much do you want for it?
I don't know, I can check how much it costs.
Ce vrei chine?
Some John do
Void Ritual, ce mizerie.
offer 165.
Yes, if it hits the middle, which the black circle around the Zara, it will destroy the orb and detonate and take raid damage. But basically, I'm going to use destroy. The ball gets destroyed instead of going in the hole. We all take raid damage. 2 of those and we wipe. The ball gets destroyed if it touches the Zara in the middle. It gets destroyed if it touches the edge of the arena. And it gets destroyed if it touches a pillar. If it touches a player that's not marked, they just take damage and get knocked back. So we do need to move. So when the ball comes out, tanks and raid try and get to the other side. As they're going to be going clockwise or counterclockwise, we'll just go around to the other side. It's far more important we move than them. They need to take the easiest way with the ball. see, the boss dies quite quick. I
4,
think we had, what, like 50%-ish
2,
to doing that?
1.
So it's not a long fight.
I'll pry the screams from your flesh.
Torment coming in, go to avoid the black zones.
Teraz sobie ją organizada.
The rules right beside us with it.
Darkness, come forth! Do not allow the void near me! You are mine!
So basically we're going to move back the other way away from the portal, so people debuff don't take much damage.
Holding one?
Yeah, we did it!
And maybe go we can't orb.
We're taking a lot of damage. You know,
Yeah, I'll try and move the boss back towards the end of the portal goal when it's getting near scoring. Torch down again.
Pulling that, sure.
So move the soul phase, move as a race, we keep DPS up on people. A bit more. If you can see, it's the faint shadows of the group of coming around people. They take damage based on the distance to it.
4, 3, 2, 1.
So the next ward will be coming in. This is group 4. No pressure, but group 3 succeed.
come on, people.
Don't release.
The sight of
The one to the left of the boss. To the right of the boss.
There's two of us already.
Yeah,
Obvious.
sort something out very quickly, so.
I always remember it with relevance to the tank, so mine is the right side of the tank.
I need to get
It's
close.
easier. And think, okay, where's the boss looking? Because most of them you're behind here.
Yeah,
I always
left
sit
or
behind
right
the
of
boss, so it's my left. I find it easier.
yeah, I think there's multiple ways to do it. I personally find the easiest one, and you can see there's the middle orb, and whichever one is, if it's further or back, you know whichever one's left or right, depending on looking at it. So if you can think of it like a triangle, depending left or right, whichever way you want to do it. If someone knows of an easier way, go for it. If you have your own personal way of doing it, use your personal way. If Group 3 manages to do it first time this time, I'm going to swap Group 3 or 4 around so Group 4 can get a bit more practice in it. We'll see how successful Group 3 is first.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'll pry the screams from your flesh.
Very good exploration. to the boss if you can, as that's where portals are going to be, and make us easy to move over the debuffs. We've got Void Ritual in 10 seconds.
Four, three, two, one. Void is mine to command! Come forth! Do not allow the void near me! You are mine to torment! Watch yourself.
Expertly done.
Very careful for the black stuff.
We'll need healing now.
Yeah, let's go, we're coming over.
I need to get closer.
Come forth! Of shadow! From agony gives me strength, my queen!
Au schimbat visualul pentru ăsta pentru Hello? Nu pentru clon, doamne, pentru ăsta pentru oariciare? De urlă cap de dragon deasupra campului sau e pentru mie?
Asta e la Void Ritual, 7 seconds, you will fall.
4, 3, 2,
Nici am apărut.
the void is mine to command! Come forth!
Zic că nu apare din când în când. Dacă nu mi-a făcut mi-a apărut ori din aplicat, ori din cauza că focul e propriu. Aui!
Cât de la cloc, deși eu n-am văzut bani.
Watch yourself. Gives me strength, my queen!
He is currently up on the phone anyway, apparently. Move away with the images.
Of shadow! From agony gives me strength, my
Much rather revive Eva. No offense to anybody.
Yep, it's going to be group 3 next. Got it in 5 seconds.
2, 1. The void is mine to command! I'll slay your mind!
Someone a big half
Away.
Do not allow the void near me! How dare you die before
Don't release.
Why did you throw it back?
Because honestly, there was a lot of room in that direction where the raid was, and no space on the left side. That was just a bad idea.
Well, you should also remember that we hit it a limited number of times before we die.
Yeah,
We
but
can
you
just
should
ping
really
pong it.
look there. I mean, like, there was a narrow gap, and there was another narrow gap on that other side there again. While there was just like one.
It is also timed. If you feel you can get it through the gap, go for it. If not, it's your responsibility when we wipe.
I blame.
Yep, group 4 failed, therefore 100% shall explode.
By the way, what do I do when I do not run faster than the orb?
Well, the idea is that we preset in set position, switch from
Yeah,
one
basically.
to the other, not walk around
Yeah,
with
what
it,
he's-
all the three of at the same time.
Yeah, for example, if you're hitting it directly down this way, someone else can cut. You can cut the corner. Someone can go it there, and you can start heading over here because the orb's going to be in that direction. You can be the last man to hit in instead. Try and plan it out rather than everybody rushing the ball.
I mean, decide. If you want, you can be the guy in the portal. I'll be next, and we'll do the rest.
For portal groups, would it help if we always face the boss towards the middle of the room? We can't really face it towards the edge because we might get knocked off, and though the middle you take damage, it's less worse than being knocked off. If that would help.
Can we get knocked off?
Yes, you can.
Yep.
Yep.
Deci un...
Asta fac acum.
You also cannot be combat resist because your corpse is all the way on the floor. We'll see if this works.
Oh, this works because it has a 100 yard range.
The floors are not always 100 yards down.
Obviously this is.
Alright, so if it helps, we'll try and face the boss towards the centre at all times when we're doing it.
Yeah,
Actually give portal groups a bit easier time to do it.
Sure.
O am pe una la muncă pe care o cheamă Mercy.
No.
Contul ei de...
E americancă.
Nu. E indiancă.
But words are hard. It's not much for a run.
Pe principiu cum le cheamă pe unele Mercedes în pula mea.
Da. Și pe e-mailul ei scrie Mercy A. Și n-am întrebat-o pe aia, dar nu mai știu, astăzi am intrat într-o discuție cu unii și vorbeam între altele și de ea și zic, pe tipa aia, Mercy A, că habar n-am cum o cheamă numele de familie. Și mi-au scris șefa și Gabi, numele ei de familie este Anal cu 2 de N. I shit you not.
I mean, it was foretold, I tell you.
Yeah, so it's forward in 10 seconds. Shoot.
3, 2, 1. The void is mine to command!
Yeah, I meant that if we treated it well.
Darkness, come forth! Do not allow the void near me! You are mine to torment!
Right, so move the boss, the orb's coming this way. The boss can't hit the orb. Players, watch out for it, it will knock you backwards slowly.
Your anguish will never end!
You can't move your channel, sorry.
They're running healing.
It's fine, you're outside us.
Mai bine că m-am făcut singur orbul.
Sorry about that, we're on the page, but I will lose you.
Darkness, come forth! Of shadow, prolonged agony gives me strength. You are mine to torment.
Nu murea.
Nici mie.
Mine to command.
But on her left, oh, good job.
Darkness, come forth.
Boss foot.
I'll be the one at the start.
Do not allow the void near me.
Dreptul. N-au ratat.
Just for future reference, that gap is a bit too small to go in the hitbox, but the headers are larger than they appear. Takes a while to get used to it. Go for this DPS, but only have to do it one more time. Then we should.
Watch your step. Wish will never end, Ajara.
Board ritual in 10 seconds. Good.
Ceva? Nu mă, sunt ăștia care n-au mai făcut la rezolvare pe lor.
Be careful here. Raid, look ready. You might have to move. Don't turn on the box yet. Yep, we're going the other way. We'll try and stay here. Good job. Now let's kill the boss. Yeah, the reserve for this is super long.
Just like my...
No.
We fulfilled our end of the bargain, Ajara.
Primul item coruptul pe care îl văd să pice de la un boss.
Keeps her promises. Listen closely, as I will only say this once. For all his bluster, Ny'Alotha was ever the weakest of his kin. One vestige of their power yet remains that can be turned against him.
What?
I would have driven this blade into his foul heart myself, had you not disrupted my plans.
Offhand, 460, crit haste, go for main spray.
Strike true.
A fost la extra roll, by the way.
Moieți.
You will not survive to attempt
This is me checking if I have
Cu
a main.
trincheturile alea.
Go and do what you will. I'm tired of intermediaries and heralds. The truth and power beckon, and I intend to claim it.
Why Fakami? No, you know Fakami, you son of a bitch.
I will examine this dagger for signs of treachery. But for now,
I might just write it in chat. We're going back the way we came.
Easy as that.
Get fight. Be careful. You can do a lot of ace, but there's priority targets that need to die, and if they don't die, we just wipe. The other ads don't really do much.
Ăsta e totuși mai bun decât dribbling ink-pod-ul, că dă ceva damage dribbling ink-pod-ul.
Nu-i merge ca el, dar e foarte bun la ori.
Tell you what, this corruption actually makes bear fun. Holy shit. Being at this high corruption. Hi, and Nasru, and dodge during that last fight.
I think I have discovered the secret. The secret. Jaffa is a glutton for punishment.
Yeah, instead of discovering his secrets, how about killing you?
5 gold.
Fii sincer, pe care trei
Pe niciunul, dar... Sunt proști că se aruncă în căcații aia de Swarmer care te one-shot-ă.
Good job. not paralysed one of my things from beyond yet.
So you're telling them that you're showing them your thing from beyond?
It definitely has that reach.
Support Shadow in his trolling endeavors.
Sunt dacă ăstea doar cu heroi.
No. No. You don't feel them.
And then Shadow dies.
Well, aperture is certainly the polite way to put it.
Cam mult pentru un loc.
Potential anchor point detected in the immediate vicinity.
Good to get close. The sooner you place these anchors, the sooner we bring down this horde.
Și mie un boie.
Da, ce ai făcut, mă, să meriți un boie?
Măcar un item acolo, dracu.
These bars, these ops, these blobs have no anchor table, so try and stay stacked so you can see some. Just put the same ones we're doing in the fight.
Happy birthday to you. Birthday to you.
Ultimate corruption, by the way. Feel free to go as high as you like, but if you are over 39 and die, you will all laugh at me.
I can go up to 80.
That's fine. If you die, we'll blame you.
I'm minus 17 right now.
Ți-a just luat item în corupție?
Does increase the damage, but can't do the effects that are
Nu, dar nu mi-a picat.
if I start dying, people no, like at the moment I can take a couple of these.
Am două iteme pe That's It, dintre care una nu-i bună atacat. Nu și care dă mai mult damage cu crit. Increases damage and heal if you hit the strikes by 3%. Știi, e fix de căcat. Tancat, știi?
Ce loot spec șmecher aveai când l-ai dat acolo?
Ce anume?
Erai pe heal?
Yes, please don't go for the full AoE damage roll.
Bunușile? Nu, era pe feral.
Targets that need to die, but yes, AoE is
Feral
quite
make sense, că feralul e main more or less pe crit, știi?
Da.
E damage and healing. Dar pe tank te piși pe el. Oh, da, dar 3% mai puțin, mai mult damage decât nimic. 3% din 0 este 0.
Și pe arma mea n-am dat prim corruption pentru că n-aveam motiv. Îi dau instant. O mizerie cu... Pe crit îmi dă crit. Nu era.
Ah, e super bună.
Star is going to be where everyone's going to stack for the
aia are un uptime super lung.
La mine, absolut. E...
Și la mine...
So, while the same fight is mostly the same on normal, we probably ignored most of it. This fight is ad priority. If there are ads up, you are killing them. Boss is secondary damage. There's plenty of time. Again, it's not quite as long as the previous boss on the Enrage, but we have plenty of time for the Enrage. There are three types of ads. One is loads of swarmy little buggy ads. They will fixate random people. Everyone's going to be stacked behind Star from that mob when it comes in, and you're just going to cleave them down and kill them. One is going to be empowered depending on which boss currently has Hive Mind. One of them is going to be she just tank and cleave down. It needs to be moved down quickly as possible, or it will kill the tank. And the other one is an explosive bug that when it blows up, if the cast finishes, it blows up and it will wipe us. It's basically just empowered ad each time, nuke it each time, and then cleave the rest of the ones down.
Așa,
The other type of ads is going to be little flying bugs that do casts. It's a small bit of raid damage. When after they finish the cast, they do a bit of raid damage and move around. Everyone should be switching for them, killing them as well. And the last type of ad just spawns legs and rolls across the room.
Așa, am și eu fix pe aia pe cap.
Depending on which boss is empowered,
nu pic al dracu să
is empowered, all the bosses,
știi?
all the ads do more damage the longer they are up. So again, you've done all the ads. If Star is empowered, I can't pronounce that name, Kazir, we'll go with that. the ads regenerate percentage of their health, so do not switch because you think the ads are going to die. Stay on them until the ad literally gets to 0 HP, and then switch off to another ad. Especially when Kazir is empowered, don't focus on AoE, get the priority target down. If not, everything's going to be healing up and we are going to be fucked. So apart from that, that's literally it. It's exactly the same fight as... It's exactly the same fight as normal. Void Ritual's going to come in, purple swirls come around you, we move out.
Which one do you want?
I'll take Kazir. So Kazir's going to have a cast, which needs to be interrupted. I think it's enough that just the tank can do it, but anyone just throw an interrupt on there. I don't think it's going to matter too much. If it becomes a deal, I'll sort it out. I think just the tank can do it though. I think it's quite a long time between them. And Tekris does a frontal cone, which reduces your healing, so tanks just sidestep it, and no one else be in front of the ads.
Bosses, you mean, but yeah.
Yes. So, don't be in front of the bosses.
Nu pe ăsta, pe Deca.
Healers, be careful. Every time you cast Mind Control, there's AoE damage on the raid for I think it's about 8 seconds or so. It increases as the fight goes on. That's basically the rage for this fight.
Se simte că dă damage mult?
So at the start, we're going to stack them and make sure to keep the boss's health even. Melee stay on star, range you can go on the other one.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So you stack the bosses now. Everything's back behind star. So we've got raid damage coming in now. I'm starting to down, there's going to be one that's going to be marked. There's the Ravager, keep the Ravager first, just taunted, sorry about that. Right, spread out. Move the bosses around, the ads leave poison on the floor. DBM is using star, so we'll change to a cross. Watch out for the orbs. The legs going to roll things around. Or the orbs going to roll around. Now we should be switching to the other ads. They'll just take you to the back of the room. Should be off the bosses on the other ads.
Don't do anything to make us interrupt?
Yep, it's done. CC's just basically use it all on there. Disorientate.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Phase change.
Right, split them up.
That's okay. Încercăm să schimbăm.
After this void, we're going to try and stack behind cross if you can, so we know we these down. It's going to be one Ravager, prioritise that. Oh, it's not, it's the wrong one. Sorry. It's the microphone mob. That cast goes off, we wipe.
Watch your step.
1% pull back with the spell, but that's first thing. Try and get these drones down, they're healing when they're get the potential of the healing, so make sure you finish them off.
Tekris needs more down.
Yep, we can sort that out when we start coming up again. Right. Kill off these ads. Be switching onto them. They heal. The percentage of their health, so make sure you are onto them until they die. Don't think someone else is going to kill them. They need to die quickly because high control's coming in soon. It's going to be a lot of AoE damage.
3, 1. Phase change.
Right, stack behind the cross. So when anyone's down, you get the Ravager first. That cast is trying to cut the arrows. Yeah, I don't have any Ravager links, so. It's past the boss and the Ravager's not dying quick enough, so I'm getting quite a lot of stacks. And Tinge Corruption over this just getting a bit more easy.
Don't release. Shadow Meld. Don't Shadow Meld.
I hate incompetent raiders.
When did they remove the ability to switch weapons in combat?
They shouldn't do. You still can.
That sucks then.
Yeah. Because it makes more sense to have the AoE weapon first stack than the other one.
I wouldn't really worry about AoE. AoE's really not an issue here. The only thing that's going to wipe us is getting the priority targets and if they're not coming down or not. Everything else will just be for me to horror.
Yeah, pretty much me they're horroring.
Which, don't get me wrong, I am very much enjoy doing. Sorry about that, I just had to sort out bigwigs and sort of going too mad. If anyone sees Kazir casting, can anyone try and interrupt it? Because I'm trying to taunt and call out other things. It doesn't matter. I range and interrupt every single time as well. It's quite a long cooldown to cast. If anyone sees it, just try and kick it if you're near. I'll try and do it, but just in case I fuck up.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Phase change.
So everyone's stuck behind the decision. Trying to cross now, there we go, drops up, wrong skull.
Muri da la migliore. Drone loro.
Yeah, I've got the basement boss just moving around so melee can still get near us. Everyone can switch into the ads at this point. The longer the ads are up, the more damage they do.
1. Phase change.
Now it's come in, everyone should be set behind cross, but now there's the void coming in. Right, everyone go on the skull. Everyone should be able to hit anyway, so you can keep up on the eyes once the skull is dead. Sorry, yeah, kick for that.
Watch your steps.
Finish with this last drone as people doing damage down to 1 healer. Focus on avoiding damage now. We need 3 minutes. Right, have to switch to these darters, use any CC on them you can.
Watch your steps. 4, 3.
Try and dodge the rolls.
1.
Make sure you dodge these without one healer.
Phase change.
Leave the dot on you that you damage taken. Leave the dot on you. Sorry, man.
Or the Amazon secret.
Yep, try and switch taken out, get the same HP. Stack on the bosses, the aggro when it comes in.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Spit up, breaking void, there's a lot of shit going on. Do you focus this Ravager as much as you can? Boss 2, so many it's not in poison. Good job, Akira's coming in. Make sure you avoid this. It might be spawned some close to us, try and avoid them if you can. It's going to be a bit dicey.
Keep them even. Darters.
Probably just kill the bosses. I think we can do it. Watch out, we're going to have Echoing Void coming in. Use all personals you have.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread. 4, 3.
Well done. Seriously, I got another pet.
Mi uras.
He. Stick him out, yeah. Oh, you bonus rolled the thing. Nice, go.
I got the thing.
Where?
That means you don't mind giving me the molt one, right?
Well, if I had it.
Where are we giving now?
We are going to... Yeah, we're going back to Tentacle Boss.
We're going to the fun boat.
I was subconsciously about to run off the edge there.
I mean, I get that feeling every time around like 10 to 8.
Somehow
460 ring, crit haste, go main spec.
my push to talk stops working.
Ooh, pipes, man. Ooh.
Imagina que chupa! Trebuie să vină Gheorghe.
Are you sure it's random?
Manis, how large of an upgrade is that for you?
8%.
I have many lucky doos you like.
There's actually no trash down there, that's quite nice. Sorry.
Well, you have to talk this trash up to the freaking plot.
Oh yeah, if you jump down, I'm pretty sure, I'm going to check this first. as we're dealing with loot, and so we're going to carry it over here. If I jump down the middle, I think you can run up to the trash, but I'm going to test that before I get everyone else to jump down.
I tried jumping.
Nope.
Last time. It didn't go though.
I mean, you can jump down, but there's trash.
Johan, can you open summoning stone, please?
Yes.
What if we come down the line?
I'm just having a look. I'm just going to quickly explore and see which way has less trash in it. I think jumping down is going to be quicker.
I mean, you're going to have corpses and stuff like that.
Yeah, the problem is corpses indeed.
You just jump down the bottom, but there's a pool of water in the bottom.
I thought that the last time I died when jumping down.
I've jumped down like 3 times. I died once because I missed and landed on the side, but if you walk off backwards, you just fall down into the water, but at the bottom. Me and Shadow are down here. See, I'm even in the aquatic form.
Of course I used the portal, fuck.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
Or Manny's obvious. Dude,
you people.
I'm not trying to prank, and you get pranked by your own selves. Like, how do you manage that?
Meanwhile, what was his name?
Demânarea cu precizie este răspunsul pe
Who's
care
that guy? Who I know? Was it not Wiz Khalifa? Who's that DJ Khaled? You played yourself. Whoever that guy is.
DJ Khaled, yeah. Congratulations, you played yourself.
Right, I'm gonna kill this disguster. No, digester. Or whatever you want to call it. And then we should be able to summon people.
Ui mei, am văzut portal, am zis, assist la summon.
Portal click!
English is your native language.
How do you know?
Because Fraggle speak.
Oh well, să vă ceamă mail, dacă tot faci.
We should be able to summon it here, if anybody's missed it.
Yeah, you know, when Manis asked for a summoning stone, that put
okay.
it in cooldown.
Working at a few more than while we're waiting.
How did you manage to click my portal? I haven't.
By not paying attention and trying to assist with the summon.
You assisted though, right?
Yep.
It is already annoying.
Oh, tu îți dai seama că... Dai seama că ăsta cât damage AOE face acum... Cam și tricheta și... ăla?
Fac eu. Te mai plânge acum când îți pică corruptions.
Păi nu-mi pică. M-am schimbat corruption pe corruption.
I don't like this 200% increased damage. I feel like it's not a good buff.
Ce mă, nu poți să le pui pe ambele?
Ce?
Devastation și ăsta.
Did you say the summon stone was red?
Dacă aș avea Devastation, ba da, cu cea mai mare plăcere, dar...
Nu? Credeam că l-ai și pus.
Ce fericit eram dacă am avut Devastation pe urs. Oleo! Să am și unul de la 18% din HP. Să dau o dată să treacă aia chiar nu cu toți. De ăla de 60, știi?
Mulțumim de ăsta de 25.
You should always have pizza if it's available.
That's if it. We are going to be trying. We're going to be trying to extending as much as possible. If people really desire one specific boss, like desperately, send me a message, write in guild chat, let her know somewhere, and we'll try and get it. We're going to try and extend it so we can at least get curve or something down first.
I only want the same boss you do, the one with.
Radin.
I will not remember all of this. Okay, so we have like 3 people that want Radin.
Skid draw.
I don't need it personally. I'm okay.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Yeah, I'm still salty with Lala and I wanted that trinket.
Bonus roll though. I can hear faint fuck yous in the background. I think they're coming from Tariana.
You.
They are not faint.
They were
Not faint, huh?
They stopped being faint.
Ow.
I can't tank them all. Be careful. I'm trying to tank them to the back. That's what at the front. If you were making melee, just go on the void tentacles.
Am dat și 2 coinuri până acum.
Until tanks are ready to the front.
Da, 2 coinuri, 2 dropuri.
Try and hit them. The stretch sucks ass.
I'm not helping, huh?
I
need to get closer.
Mind play versus Drain Life. Drain Life wins.
KO!
Yep, as I saw in the post, as we're going to try and extend as much as possible. Mythic Pluses are a great gearing source if you need them, and there's lots going on currently in the guild. I think you are in game like 59 level in a few days doing them.
No, like 10.
Is it 10? I thought you were like 4, 4, 5, 4, 1. Or 4, 5. 4, 4, 1. There we go.
Was 4 for 7, I think, and I'm 4, 5, 7.
Ah, my mistake then. I thought it was a bit more than that.
I also sacrificed a lot of my corruption pieces, so I'm not sure if it's like a massive. I'm missing those mind play tentacles, to be honest.
You should sim it sometimes, you know, even low eye level stuff will bring.
Yeah, it's been just.
Open up some more.
It was like a 30 item level upgrade set.
Jag kan kasta more checka upp på resumet.
We both know how this is going to end.
I know.
Chicken.
You guys been coming back so you can kill these things? I mean,
Ați sărit în apă, ce trebuie să
That's bullshit, I jumped on you!
și m-am bate la ăștia ca la fasole, n-avem treabă. Să point-ul să moară! Dă plictiseală sau dracu știe de ce, dar o să moară.
A real man will jump on the edge here.
I can't even see where the hole is.
Crap.
Goodbye.
Dă ăștia nu pot să mă că mor instant dacă m-a trecut de ei.
Is it not?
Can't see what the hole is.
I mean, not without the lamp.
Brute gets a BOE that costs around 20 euros.
It's
and
too
get
far
new
away.
We
Defense.
can't have all that money going to Greek at once. Greek? I cannot speak today.
Greece.
We're living shit.
I think the name is Greece.
No, it's definitely
Why
Greek.
are you hating?
I've seen a map, it definitely says Greek on there.
I'll have you know I own the sphere. Why did you do that?
People actually sell
He's talking gold conversion for it.
Yeah, basically it costs equal to
Chiar cât mai e un token?
200 de K.
Este 195, 450 de.
I'll do the crushing at the back.
Mă bucur că scăzut.
Warcraft este oficialul pay to win.
Okay.
Mă bucur că am mai scăzut sub 200 de K.
Try and stay a little bit spread out. The acid splash. Try and stop the fastest. Sorry.
O să scadă și mai mult. Clasic își primește propriul lui token.
Da?
Da.
Normal. Adică asta chiar nu mă înțeleg. De ce e așa, de ce e așa clasic? Țin cont că cu clasicul poți să joci și dacă îl joci ăsta, sub normal.
Ca să nu afecteze economiile dintr-o parte într-alta.
Păi și asta înseamnă că dacă o să ai ăsta, dacă o să ai sub la clasic,
No, this is
să
trash
joci WoW normal?
Whatever. That is that.
Nu știu asta.
Right there.
Trebuie să o citesc. E pe pagina de pe meu Champion.
Și the other way around? Because that's kind of stupid.
Nu trebuie să aibă treabă.
Păi asta zic și eu, că n-ar trebui să aibă treabă. Trebuie să poți să joci.
Singura
Dar
chestie
atunci...
permite să vinzi pe gold în clasic.
But that's the guy that we kill tentacles and then move over and kill the boss, right? And get the buff from them and kill the boss. That's the whole thing, right?
Yep. As we have flasks expiring, and I need to go through trash and do a bit of marking. We can take a bit 5-minute break now if people need. Come back in a bit, and I can go through this boss if people need. It is the tentacle boss where you have to kill tentacles, pick up orbs, and do the boss.
Eu când am folosit
If you're an alchemist, feel free to log out if you want to save your flask until you're ready again.
Alchemists won't. They get like 4-hour flasks.
Yeah, I still have like 2 hours. Jokes on you, by the way.
Oh, that's a point actually. I think I've got pizza downstairs.
What kind of pizza though? Just wanna...
Bacon, pepperoni, ham, meat with béarnaise sauce.
Ah, the right kind of pizza. I admire you, bro.
Oh wait, that is 4 flavors of meat. I think it's supposed to be 5.
Yeah, that's nice. I was expecting to hear some kind of prosciutto, basil, whatever bullshit with mozzarella.
Not really doing fancy stuff on pizza. Pizza is just like stuff that's meant to be like absolutely delicious.
Yeah. Also, absolutely clogging your arteries.
Nu scrie.
Well, we don't care about that.
Whenever we buy a pizza or just like make homemade burgers, it's meant to be like pig out type of food that you just like go like ho ho from.
Yeah.
And then you just suffer the rest of the
Yep.
I'm gonna suffer for 2 weeks then.
Well, once in a while we make, you know, homemade pizza. It's basically an entire layer of ham and then an entire layer of bacon. Some green peppers there for flavor, and then an entire layer of cheese. Awesome.
yeah, whenever I'm
If you're using so many layers of meat, you should add a pretty hefty amount of cheese and sauce.
Yeah, there's a hefty amount of cheese, trust.
Otherwise, that pizza will become the messiest thing you'll ever eat.
We need more meat layers.
To be honest, homemade pizza is amazing. Like whenever I go home during holidays, because occasionally we do have homemade pizza and it's just fucking delicious.
Yeah, also it smells like pizza for days. That's the best part about it.
My mom uses spices for that she uses for taco, so she flavors the meat, and it's absolutely fucking delicious. It's spicy and it's tasty and it's all kinds of bad for you, but it's delicious. Like it's she cooks it like perfect as well. So when you like cut the pieces and you lift it up, you just see the stringiness of the cheese just like sticking.
Yeah, that's the best, dude. That's the best.
Please stop talking about food, because the last time I ate was yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the thing that was taught about my father, he was a salesman for, you know, food
Not unless you
products.
tell us.
Food products. Basically, he was big balances of food products for, you know, restaurants, pizza places. And in his words, the best materials you can buy, like the most expensive materials you can buy, are gonna be the best for your pizza. Like the most expensive ham, it's from the shoulder blade of the pig. That's the best, right? And then the most expensive bacon, most expensive cheese. That's the best. That's how you make the best.
Not necessarily, especially on the cheese part. You really need to go for mozzarella rather than any other stuff. Mozzarella isn't exactly the most expensive one.
Fuck mozzarella, I'm talking about, you know, yellows.
What, like classical,
Edam, Gouda, and, you know, Emmental, that kind of yellow cheese. But you need to buy the best. If you buy, like, you know, special
5,
discount,
4,
some kind of, you know,
3,
Brokeback
2,
German
1.
brands that are like €3 a kilogram, that's gonna ruin you.
yeah, but for example, you can't really put cheddar on your pizza. It tastes
No, I'm not
iffy.
talking about.
You wanna bet, Manis? Facem pariu cu toți?
Actually, you can.
Bă, poți,
I've
dar
tasted it. It's not as like
nu e
I
la
love
fel de
cheddar,
bună.
but it's
Bă, e
not as
foarte
good on pizza necessarily like that.
You
Eu
can
prefer
put cheddar on cheese easily. I wouldn't put a strong one on there.
Cheddar is nice on hamburgers, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's where you end it. But on
And
pizza,
I absolutely love it. I love to make the chips dips with cheddar and a bit of flour and milk and just mix it in on a stove.
I use it for like creating a homemade taco sauce because it's amazing as a dipping sauce, as Mandis just said. It's fucking
What?
amazing.
On the topic of pizza, let's end, you know, with this to end it. Like, the cheese that you wanna put in a very fatty pizza, like with bacon and ham and everything, you need a very fatty cheese to complete the. It's gonna be the most sinful pizza ever.
You know the best
Come
kind
on,
of
bro.
cheese? What's the best kind of cheese?
I don't know.
Big cheese.
Right.
In the conversation, dude.
As I'm sure you all remember from last week, standing and stuff in this fight hurts and kills you. We'll try and split DPS up and see if it aids in it. We have a lot higher DPS this week than we did last week. So everything should die a lot quicker. So the big tentacles at the back, we're going to have just massive melee running into, because I still think you still get benefits from melee, don't you, Manus? That's holy.
I am a melee. That's how the game counts me, and it's core mechanics stuff.
Yeah, your mastery, yeah.
No.
Tentacle.
I need to hit with melee in order to reduce my cooldown on Holy Shock. It's part of my rotation.
Oh, you're running Crusader's Might. Okay, yeah. Anyway, run to the tentacle. You can do it with all the melee. With this much melee, and melee's our highest DPS at the moment, the tentacle should absolutely melt. I actually can't remember where the first two spawn, I'm afraid.
One on the first one spawns on the left side of the room, and the second one on the right side of the room.
The
Yeah.
gateway leads to it. The second one is going to be where I am.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Okay, we'll do the skull first, so that may know where to run to. After that, I think we only get one tentacle for most of the time. I'll try and skull the ones if I can. Eyes, leave till last, just try and interrupt them. Range are going to be nuking the malls. I think that's the malls. Is this one I'm after? Which is the one with the... There it is. It is malls, sorry. Yep, so ranged are going to be nuking the malls. And then eyes just finish off last. For ranged, you're going to be nuking... fuck. Mr. Symbol, hang on.
Jeff, I'll be right back in a couple of minutes.
That is the range priority. That is the melee priority. The general fight is avoid stuff, kill tentacles, pick up wards, kill boss. Essentially, as we are 10 people, it might matter who picks up orbs first, but currently we're just going to pick up orbs and nuke the boss. If you have a black orb, go on boss. We might have to change this depending on what our DPS actually is. If you feel like we are falling behind on tentacles, reduce your uptime on the boss. We have lots of time on this boss. Make sure the tentacles are being dealt with. Feel free to use your own judgment. I'll try and call out mid-fight if we're falling behind as well. But for the most part, pick up an orb and just turn it into the boss, unless you see lots of tentacles up. Whoever's closest can do it, can pick them up. Doesn't really matter too much. If you're not on the tentacle, try and stay a bit spread out so the acid splash doesn't cleave on multiple people. And apart from that, I think that's it. There's one debuff we need to move out with that I cannot for the life of me find in this thing now.
So many fucking abilities.
Yeah, we can ignore most of them, luckily. It's just learning what we want to move away from. For the life of me, I can't find this bloody debuff name now. What the fuck is it?
Can you describe what it does?
It's the one which you move around and you need to move. It's the circle around you which you need to move out for the spell. There we go. Ability is called Muttering Insanity, and the debuff is called Unleash Insanity. When you do this, move out. Healers, try and dispel it. I can't remember which round it is. You can only spell one part of it. Just move out to spell. If not, just try and not stun anybody else with you. I know that was a very quick. Go on, sorry.
Sorry about that. I really have an issue with my stomach. I'll be out for the next couple of pulls. I'll be right back. But do go on without me.
Nu putem. Quite literally.
So we'll just take a break for a few minutes now. If anyone has any questions, we'll go over it. We're waiting for Lalo.
Yeah, we can talk about more pizza while Atlan takes a shit.
We can talk more about fast food in general.
I can throw stuff in with a single.
Sure. We could get at least people will be able to see the fight then. Go for it. Eva, our job is basically going to be, we'll just tank swap, we'll stay on the boss at all times. When you get a big circle around you, anything in that circle when it expires takes more damage. just run to the tentacles and try and not get the raid with it, and then we'll swap.
Okay. What do we tank actually? The boss or something?
The big thing in the middle, that's it. Nothing else is tankable. Do your best to avoid damage taken. Try not to stand in things, especially the tentacles. And we'll try and move out the debuffs, and we'll at least see the mechanics for it. So we'll just hero on pull, just because I don't think we'll use it any other point.
2, 1.
So if I'm not being a circle, then we'll get both of them standing here.
Watch your step.
Right, so we're going to swap Eva, now we'll swap.
Run away.
I'm out of range.
If I just run for the tentacles, I'll try and get the Maws first, leave the eyes till last, wherever you can go on. But all range should be on the Maws at this point. Melee on the tentacles.
Watch your step. Run away.
What the hell? What the hell?
Special coming.
This is not a couple of pulls.
Stay away from lines.
We have Eva tanking. So again, get on these last tentacles. When the tentacles drop, pick up the black orbs.
Watch your step.
Remember, people. Go on, sorry, Eva.
We're supposed to be in this class.
When it's a tank, it doesn't do too much damage if you can take it. Move away from it if it does too much. You should be okay.
Want me to combat res anybody, or should we just wait?
Run away.
Let's just wipe, actually, because we'll have Eva for DPS, so it'll be a bit better. If you're back now for a bit, we'll actually be able to get a pacing if Eva can go DPS.
Sure.
Stay away from lines.
Right, try and stick on your priorities, remember? All range should be on Maws. Lala, we're just gonna swap the Void Seed. We'll try and prioritise Maws. Try not to go at anything but eyes first. If eyes are left, go on eyes.
No,
you have
that
CI, you don't need to
was
do
an
that.
impressive deal.
There's money, but apparently he's AFK or something.
Nope.
So play it, right? It takes a while to get up.
Yes.
That's
what she said.
That was what the chemist said when he supplied him with Viagra.
He just told
So remember, ranged on Maws. If you have a ranged spec, go on Maws. If you are a melee spec, you go on Tentacles, and then eyes last.
Am vagă impresia că ești mai squishy decât Jaffa.
Only super new what the range is.
Cât de vagă.
Ia bagă-te în formă.
So guys, remember in the Tentacles, Manus is going to be the healer in there. If you are low or Manus has not made it to the tentacle, you're obscured from everybody else. So remember to walk out the tentacle if you're going to die. Don't kill yourself in there. Don't try and die. You're obscured from healers, so it can take them a while, depending on how far they have to run. Not everyone is mobile.
Ooh.
Watch your own health and try not standing and things.
Da, are mai mult HP decât tine. Vreo 300 de cam mai mult.
Cine?
Ce fac?
Cum are mai mult HP ca mine?
Da.
829.000. Are 60 de K, 70 de K.
Yep. Tanci intră în tantacolele alea mari?
Eu...
Trebuie să le dăm debuff de damage.
Da, nu știu dacă e neapărat să intri în... Sau trebuie.
Da, mă rog, să ajung în zona D, că le dau...
3, 2,
Go, go, go. I can't go.
run away.
Out with the mutterings. If you get stunned, try to not be near the tentacles, because they are going to be able to
Stay
smash
away
you.
from lines.
Au.
Watch your step.
Well, you just go to the boss, so that I will off these, it has something to take with it, stop putting people in. Just try to stay on the boss, they should be dropping mad.
Special coming. Run away. Stay away from lines.
Well, I want you to deposit off your debuff, try and come back to the boss, because sorry, I can swap to get the next one.
Alt pentru că...
Melee on tentacle, ranged on Moors.
Stay away from lines. Run away. Watch your step. Special coming.
Pe nu asta trebuie să faci?
Nu, că e de ales breaking boss, sunt altfel.
Dar trebuie să ții pile.
Stay away from lines.
Remember to click on the black orbs after you click
Watch
the
your
tentacle,
step.
so you get in time for the boss.
Run
Să
away.
faci de calcul de tele peste și
Straight out, steer people.
Ciupa. A luat un Black Orb și s-a apucat să dea în contact.
E bine?
E super. Cum nu se putea mai bine.
So, melee on the tentacle at the back, ranged on the Moors.
Stay away from lines. Watch your step. Run away.
Ah, just middle of the tentacle.
Ah, ok.
Stay away from lines. Special coming. Watch your step. Run away.
Ah, ai și tu, mare.
Yeah, we're kind of falling behind.
Yeah, we're wiping. We're just gonna wait for 40 seconds. Is it worth waiting 40 seconds for a res? We'll see.
Yeah.
I have a soul stone, so if we manage
Stay away
to
from
survive for
lines.
30 seconds, I can res. $20.
Watch your step.
Today, fucker.
I hate incompetent raiders.
Okay, yeah, res.
6 minutes.
We are falling a bit behind, but I think we can get on the tentacles. Damage to the boss will. Yeah, fuck me. Damage to the boss will be a bit easier.
It feels like tentacles. But Shadow, was he dead for most of it?
Yeah, Shadow dies.
Oh, that explains it.
Yeah. I saw which of the bear was. Dropped the tank debuff on an eye that no one was touching. You just have to take it to something, someone's DPS. It's a damage taken increase. That's gonna kill them.
If you may swap me with Chupa and Lachlan with Brute.
The what?
In the groups, in that way we can have the entire melee group and myself in one single group, so it's easier to heal.
I can't replace you with two people. Replace Manus with Tuper and Lalan.
And Lachlan with Brute.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Yep, no, it was me that took it to an eye because there was people dying in the tentacle. And honestly, I just thought it'd be better to put it on something that as all the Moors were dead, that were ranged to be able to cleave onto it for like the last 5 seconds of it. It wasn't ideal, but it was better than wasting it, and I didn't think to kill anyone melee in the tentacle, as we appear to be having quite a lot of issues with people dying in the tentacle at the moment. I think it's like, in Cynic, there's like 60% more damage. It is nice to try, but at the moment I just kind of don't want people to die.
And just as a recap, so the people that are going to constantly go into the tentacles are going to be me, Eva, Shadow, and Teriana, correct?
Is that all the melee? Yes.
And you and Lachlan, whenever one of you is not tanking in order to debuff, right?
Yeah. The seed will come off. One of us will be going to either a tentacle or a maw first, probably. So it'll be either a tentacle or a maw. So.
Okay, then
after we drop it off, though, we won't be staying, so you won't need to worry about us too much. We'll be literally jumping off and leaving to get ready for the next one.
So I'm asking yet again. Can I have assistance so I could mark skulls on the walls?
You can do. It shouldn't matter too much, though. But sure.
It does, because that time we kinda spread out the moors a bit. At least the second set of moors.
Yeah, it's not too much of a deal for Moors as long as it's range doing. If melee have to go to them, that's when it starts to be a bit of an issue.
Yeah, we had.
But hopefully they should.
We had really good moor damage that run in terms of like output, but we could have killed one of them to minimize rate.
Ideally, if the Moors die at the same time, it's more preferable, because then there's orbs, they don't have to kill another tentacle when the orbs form, so they can turn off boss a bit better. But yeah, make sure tentacles are dying first, and then we can optimize DPS.
damage for just 2 minutes.
Honestly, we're mostly dying due to people taking unnecessary damage in the tentacle, or being not healed for too long in the tentacles.
Yeah, sure.
It's getting a bit iffy, and I'm not really sure how to fix it with 2 healers, so I can't send both in, as everyone's gonna die outside then.
No, I needed to know for certain who I should focus on during tentacles. Now I know, it shouldn't be such a big problem.
Yeah, in tentacles you won't be able to target outside, so it'll literally just be melee. And sometimes the melee might not be in there yet. So frames are not going to be particularly useful. You're going to have to look and see who's in there who you can actually target, unfortunately.
Ar trebui să fiu mai puțin stresant cu atât am.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I mean, these first eyes are dying like twice as quick as they were the first one. We had someone last time though, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. I'm clicking everything.
Was it called it? Okay, I'll take this one. Go on, please.
Run away.
All the spices go, someone's to pick them up so we get brought over the boss.
Watch your step. Special coming.
When tentacles die from orbs, try and pick them up.
I'm out of range.
Run away. Stay away from lines.
Get one tentacles.
Watch your step.
Everyone off to assigned tentacles at the moment. Melee to actual tentacles. Ranged them. Nothing's coming in, spread out. Don't be in the melee tentacle, you might get smacked.
Stay away from lines. Watch your step.
I'm out of range.
Special coming. Stay away from lines. Watch your step. Run away.
Pressure on tentacles, much better boss damage. Top, please.
E vreun atacuri de aia.
There's an enemy in the back. Watch it, let me go.
Stay away from lines. Watch your step.
Da, mi apare și mie dragonul ăla, e de la Cave.
De la Cave, da?
Da.
Run away.
Am mai apărut tentacula mare, să-mi zici și mie, Andrei, te
These
rog.
eyes die, remember they drop the orbs.
Ce facem?
Special coming.
Draw a taunt, I will get an orb before it still spawns.
Watch your step. Stay away from lines.
Two tentacles up, try and take the seed to the first tentacle.
Run away.
Skull is up.
Înțeleg că le-am împărțit aia. Da.
Watch your step.
Situation.
We're doing alright, we've got one more tentacle attack.
Stay away from lines.
That's why I missed. I'll go with buffer.
These.
Special coming.
Sammy's level 1, so you get
Do you talk about Reggie? You can make me.
Watch your step.
Next on this last eye, remember it's going to be orbed afterwards.
Stay
Up,
away from
come to the
lines.
boss. Which was a little bit behind him.
Run away. Watch your step. Stay away from lines. Run away.
People with these orbs, turn on the boss.
Special coming.
Range, try and clear off the wall. Try and reinforce this.
Watch your step. Stay away from lines.
If you don't have the debuff, try and pick up eyes so you can finish the boss.
Big tentacle up.
Yeah, we have no debuff players. Oh well, good try.
Run away.
Don't release.
All that armor. Did it?
There is a point about 1 or 2 minutes into the fight where all the tentacles are dead. Should be Harrow there to put the damage onto the boss instead.
Probably not. What we need to do, if that was getting the case, is we need people with the to be picking up debuffs from the tentacles and tunnel the boss more instead of going on tentacles, as we appear to be having enough tentacle DPS. If we get a point where all the tentacles are dead and no one has the debuff, and we're just kind of sitting around waiting for more tentacles to spawn, it means the people who with the orbs have put too much DPS in the tentacles instead of the boss.
So what do we do in the hero's tree?
If you want, you can hero after the first eyes, as we seem to be completely demolishing them. But it is going to make that tentacle phase slower, as the people that pick up the orbs are going to be laying into the boss instead of going onto the tentacles. But it will give us a bit of an edge on the boss HP. If you want, as we appear to be going for it, you can go kill these 2 eyes, and if people have major cooldowns, we can let... I don't really want both melee doing it, because the tentacle's going to fall behind, because there's 2 tentacles. We can try it. We'll have, we'll ignore that. It's going to hide. No, hide one's AoE Dark Inquisitor. No, that's stupid, because it will do the debuff. The first orbs will get Shadow, Eva, Brute, and Theriana to pick up. I think 4-drop, it might be 2. Just pick them up. He'll hero after the eyes die, put damage into the boss if you have the things. And if we don't kill the tentacles, we'll have to change that. We'll see if we can kill the tentacles still. Remember, as we seem to be doing for the first half anyway, being really good on tentacles, it means you can be a bit more generous about... Sorry, as you all know, headset. If you get the debuff, you can put a bit more damage into the boss currently, as we seem to be doing quite good for the first half of tentacles anyway.
I don't have a target.
Yep, especially people in tentacles. If you have the debuff, move away from the tentacle, because you're going to get stunned, and you might get stunned in the tentacle and just get slapped by his red stuff. Pretty sure I'll stick this button.
Watch your step.
There we go. I've got the DPS. Pick up the orbs.
Run away.
What was that? I'm gonna need this one.
Sorry about that. Got the orbs. Got another orb.
Stay away from lines.
Missing Shadow and Theriana from this tentacle.
Yep, they pick up the orb, they're okay. They're done.
Oh, okay.
Some orbs are dead, my orbs.
Watch your step.
Where from?
The more we wear that, like, if you're melee, just wait for the tentacles to die. There's 2 of them from the tentacle. You should be able to have ranged picking up the ranged orbs and then picking up the more.
Run away. Special coming. Stay away from lines.
Okay, this boss is plummeting a lot faster. Good job.
Watch your step.
Right, and who's not picked up an orb yet, can go pick it up. Pick it up, give it to the boss.
Run away.
Sorry. You moved to dodge as I ran in.
Stay away from lines.
It's your man, so you can reach it.
That's also if you need me to.
Yeah, just go for it quickly. Don't want to fall behind though. You don't want
Watch
to
your step.
walked in onto my stand.
Oh, and if you can see any unclaimed orbs on your way back, try and pick them up, just so we can get a bit more.
Run away. Stay away from lions. Special coming.
There's 2 orbs behind me, if you want to pick them up.
No, go for it. Do more damage than ever.
Watch your step.
I need to get closer. It's too far away. I'm out of range.
Hey, what's that? Healing reductions are best.
Stay away from lions.
This is why they've got too many DPS dead. We're going to fall really far behind now. It is, it's a lot better with people going straight onto the boss orbs. We have the DPS now, we don't have to count tentacles so hard, which is really helpful. Luckily, I asked if we have achieves, got told yes, and still decided that the map was better than the achieves.
I have many wares.
Jumping in the water in the middle.
What the fuck?
Have soul stuff?
No, we did. Oh, I used it during the combat.
Oh, shit. I'm gonna pull ahead.
Look at Bruce's little tiny mouth.
It's like a minion suit or something.
Sim salabim.
So when Tentacle dies, melee should be picking up the orb. When a Maul dies, ranged run to try and pick up the orbs. When an eye dies, well, if you don't have the debuff, which you probably won't if you're on the eye, just pick up the orb and hit the boss. Tank's going to be running around picking up any excess orbs just so we can get a bit of damage on the boss, as we're always on the boss anyway.
Is he even blinking around or something?
Oh, I'll tell you what, actually. As we are doing well, you can all be rewarded with a feast.
He's definitely lagging.
So it's not me that loud.
I have 71 MS. I don't know what you're talking about.
And yeah, you're blinking all over.
I'm not lagging in game for me. I don't know what you're talking about.
Like, you are certain.
Are those energy cells?
Yes. At least one component is.
Yes, these are for Mechagon. It involves farming spare parts. It's very fun and harmful.
Yeah.
I can farm spare parts, farm 10k honor for me.
No.
Thanks.
It is bonus honor weekend though.
Five,
Yeah.
4,
it's fun.
3, 2, 1.
Watch your step.
I don't have to run. It's too far away. I need to get closer.
Îl trec.
Stay away
Or
from
mă la
lines.
un instant ago.
Yep. They might have picked up the orbs to get thrown to the boss.
Nu trebuie acum.
Pula, deja era să mor de 2 ori.
Watch your
Ce sens mai are? Zic, m-am mai prins pe vreun tentacule din aia?
Bineînțeles.
So gave you a food buff.
Doesn't matter who's on the path.
I'm out of range.
Stay away from lines. Special coming. Watch your step.
Lângă Mo nu pot să stau în midi sau care e faza?
Run away.
Este că dă un debuff foarte nesimțit.
Stay
Ce
away
plus
from
mi-am ăsta
lines.
anul ăsta, doamne. Incredibil.
3 minute și este peste.
Da, nu.
Watch your step.
Am luat foarte ce.
Am văzut. Am luat sunt bine.
Alan, where you going?
Poate îl slam în bună după aia, bim.
You worried me.
Special coming.
Nu știu dacă...
Run away. Stay away from
Oare cu
lines.
Netherwalk ignor am...
Are vreun fel de relevanță pentru tine?
Nu mi-o da.
Are că pot să mă mișc, da.
Păi nu, bă, și dacă nu-l ignori...
Pick up the orbs behind me.
I'm out of range.
Dar dacă cred că devin imun și în la damage.
Eu știu chestia asta.
Yeah, it's gonna get a bit of practice because people are taking quite a lot of necessary damage.
Nu știu dacă e relevant că-l ignori,
So
că
much work just
ăsta
getting
că
a bit of practice to dodge
oricum
things.
nu poți ataca, știi?
Păi da, dar...
Faptul că nu ți-i damage, faptul că stai pe loc sau că stai pe loc e mai puțin relevant.
Ideea e un cazul ăsta în care merg cam 7 ore în acolo.
Tank I'm just gonna end up getting people bitched up and pulling. Let's wipe and go again then. We've got maybe 1 or 2 more pulls the rest of the night.
Watch your step.
Don't release.
Nu sei, nu știu câte facem în zonă. Teoretic da, ar trebui, pentru că știm la orice fel de incoming effect.
Când zicem și la altceva. Deci ăsta nu mi le-au oricum.
I hate incompetent
Se mi-am spune doar immune to damage și atât.
Teoretic da, ești imun la damage, dar faptul că nu poate ataca, nu se poate pune nimic pe tine, niciun efect. Imaginez că te face imun și asta.
O să aflu, cu prima ocazie. Oricum tot timpul uit că am talentul și să-l folosesc. Da, neobișnuit să-l am.
Pentru mine e simplu, că l-am pus pe același buton pe care am bula. Thank you for the buffs and the food.
I should literally just log my ults into the raid for the stamina and war battle shower shit.
Mai zic o dată glumița aia cu dinozaurul?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Try and save borders if you can for the actual boss. You can fight through the tentacles at the moment. Or appendages, I don't know. They're collected in kind of all of them.
Red shit. I got a lost here.
Dude.
Run away.
Really?
Too slow!
Da,
I generally thought people were not going to take an event.
Well, someone got mine and they killed it.
Stay away from lions. Watch your step.
Finish it?
Run away.
Să fiu rău un pic, dar nu se pare să mi teribil de ce.
You're right there, Shadow.
Stay away from lions.
You have found the secret.
Watch your step.
Don't move away from the tentacles during a tropic crash if you're thinking too much damage. Damage based on proximity.
Is there another road coming back?
Run away.
Oh, screw it.
Stay away
Bă,
from
e
lions.
clar că cine e melee și ar trebui să omoare tentaculele, slacks their fucking ass off.
Am stabilit că dacă l-om mor, dăm un boss.
L-am mort și dacă e mort, dăm boss. De-aia e locul. If I'm in melee range, he doesn't.
Am luat unul.
Yeah, sometimes it autos me as I'm walking away with the damage debuff, and I just leave it slapped. There's another orb by me if someone needs it.
Stay away from lines. Watch your step.
Come on, is? Into the best. Get the boss. Go to them.
Stay away from lines. Watch your step.
Nu vă apropiați dacă fac asta.
Special coming. Stay away from lines.
If you don't have the orb buff, you should be getting any tentacle you can. Unless you're on melee, then be careful of them all.
I got the boss.
Oh, melee's gonna feel or not.
Run away.
Spread out.
Stay away from lines. Watch your step.
Away from the tentacles. Do you want to drop a crash?
Special
I got
coming.
the boss.
Don't slap a couple of tentacles if you don't have the debuff. There's no point getting the boss to heal. Make sure you kill a tentacle.
Stay away from lines. Watch your step.
I got the boss.
Don't have the boss and you can damage the boss. Make sure you're killing tentacles so you can kill the boss. Combat res Diva if you can. Did have cooldowns.
Stay away from lines.
Again, if you do not have the debuff, kill tentacles so we can get debuffs for the boss. Move away from the smash. One more pull tonight then. Good pull. just need to try and stay alive a bit longer. You should be dead by this point. This is when you start being weak and tentacle. So you're having lots of orbs wasted. I won't see if there's a way to track this, but you're going to be having quite a lot to spawn.
Special coming.
Problem is that even if you get the result and
We're having 2 phases currently where there's not much tentacles, so you can literally, currently anyway, do the full damage into the boss for the first half anyway, until you're all one.
Poor little thing. You've been needing some help from old one Sandy.
That would have been a kill. Pretty early in terms of damage. Imagine it contributing all the time, meaning either tentacles die faster, meaning more boss uptime, or hit me more on the boss.
yeah.
So, what we're doing is fine, we just need to stay alive.
It's too far away.
Amuzant.
Yeah, that worked.
Sunt printre singurii care are mai mult damage făcut pe tentacule în loc de boss. Nice focus.
Yeah, again, just be careful when you cast a Catropic Crash. It is duplicated by, I think, the Tentacle. Yes, Tentacles cast through a Catropic Crash, damage is based on distance, so you can just move away from the Tentacle and the boss. And you should be able to take significantly less damage from it.
Who's driving, Mac?
What? What?
Yeah, the tentacles spawn quite a lot. I think he's... Shadow, you're over 40 corruption, aren't you? Yeah.
Ooh.
Shadow.
Oh.
Most of that's probably useless on the boss, which is unfortunate, but... I don't know how his uptime on orbs is.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Try and save cooldowns when you have the orb and you can control the boss as well. So that seems to do really well with tentacles.
Watch your step.
I need to get close.
Run away. Stay away from lines. Watch your step. Special coming. Watch your step.
Okay, let's just wipe and bullet thieving. We're quite far behind DPS now. Thank you very much for coming this evening.
Thank you very much for having me.
Now that was an impressive deal.
Same.
Mind flaying what the
The rains on that thing though.
apparently. It says like
Sounds like dyslexia.
Actually it just ends up being like combat against wolf boss dressed like that.
Again, if people have not been doing Mythic Pluses, there's